Welcome back to Arkham City. We're finally gonna get that dang cure, but first, we have a bit of a dispute here.
Are losing. Now, we want the Joker to keep winning. So you're gonna tell us everything we need to know about Two-Face's plans.
I do not approve of this.
Oh, but I'm the toy soldier. I hope that. Okay. Oh, I thought it was a man. I thought it was a person. But that's just a mannequin.
Yeah, it's just a mannequin that I blew up.
Yeah, that was one of the Harley heads we blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Help yourself.
Actually, you know what? I think I will help you.
I got my own bad problems, thank you.
Yeah, it actually is amusing. You can choose to leave him up there, and you can rescue him. However, after you rescue him, he will try to hit you, and you can just take him out as regular.
Really? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so like no, freaking ungrateful to the very end.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so just to bring Logan up to speed, basically, we wrapped up a few more of the side missions. We took care of Bane, Deadshot, and reunited Freeze with his wife. Now we're pretty much going to be going after Joker, getting our cure. And it seems like while we're at it, Strange is getting closer and closer to activating Protocol 10 that he's been teasing throughout the entirety of the game.
Ooh, 30 minutes.
10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you made sure to bring popcorn.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yes, because it will be quite a show to die for.
I mean, then also what I'm realizing, and it also just now occurred to me that since we have these ice grenades, like only now would have been the developers intended. Ooh, electro rings.
Mm-hmm. Anytime you use a remote batarang on an electrical socket, you can use that. That was a bit of an accident. Anytime you use a remote batarang, go through an electrical thing, it carries that charge, and you can use it to disable certain types of panels, like this one. If I can aim for it.
One. Do you think Batman actually is like aiming it with a teeny little analog stick, or is he just that good of an aim? I say quote unquote as you missed the third time, but you know what I mean.
I swear I'm Batman.
I just go with SGP's excuse and say he's turning the thing with his bat nipples.
Now I got first try.
It's for aerodynamic control. Ha! Wow, yeah, it actually is that. But no, it's for aerodynamic control. But no, anyway.
Hydrodynamically designed.
All right, let's pull ourselves up and through this stream, and obviously want to mine
the drills.
Yeah.
Go.
Gotta stop. I gotta curb that bad habit sooner or later. Actually, finish my fucking
Romans.
instead of turning myself into fucking Professor Calamitous.
Oh no, you're fine. Everyone stars now and then.
Soon I will be able to finish my
Backlog?
Yes, that's it. I can't do Tim Curry for the life of me.
Hey,
Nah,
you
it's fine.
tried.
It's hard to do.
Oh! Hey!
Oh yeah, it's that doctor we rescued back in Act 1, the one that was almost about to be killed by Mr. Hammer.
You know, it's a good thing I couldn't feel that.
Yeah.
Believe me, Doctor. When someone takes a swing at me with a pipe, they don't get the chance to apologize.
Damn.
What's the
I was literally this close to pulling self-defense on you.
Yeah. What's funny is that, like, you actually can be able to, like, counter that if you're able to. I just thought it would be funnier if I didn't.
Well, no, don't do it. Don't go doing that to the innocent civilian.
Oh, you don't actually hurt them, it's just a matter of you just stop them from the swing and pull the thing out of their hand. You don't actually hurt them.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, I'll give them credit where it's due. It's not every day you actually, return to find that one victim you saved, like, two chapters ago.
Mm-hmm. You do see another one like that near the end of the game, but for right now, we gotta take care of that jammer.
Look at me. I'm gorgeous.
What's the deal with Jay? Looks better, right?
Actually, I forget if it was... Damn it. I forget if it was during this section or another one where, one of the mooks is literally taunting Harley and literally pulls off one of the better Joker impressions I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, they were making fun of the fact that their relationship is kind of insane, and it's like, you say that, I'm more amused by the guy's Harley impression. It's like, oh, Mr. J, please hurt me some more.
You want to say that again to my face, Bob? I don't think so.
Yeah, You say that. Truth be told, none of the henchmen really like have a lot of respect for Harley.
I know.
no.
I was saying my reaction as if I were there.
Do respect your women.
Respect them. You get it instead of respect the pouch.
This'll teach you for
Respect it.
It's funny. It's funny you say that as Batman, considering he does follow the age-old code of that the hammer of justice is unisex.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, I mean, say whatever you will, that is still one of the better aspects of the Brave and the Bold, where it acknowledges that true, you do want to, practice common courtesy, but, when no matter the gender, evil's evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just one of the aspects that just proves how wonderful the Ryan and Brave and the Bold is.
Oh,
Whenever
absolutely.
it tries to be wonderful, anyway, it does have its goofy moments.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the point of the show, that it was trying to pay tribute to the Silver Age of comics.
Well, I
While
just mean
also
like there's
having every single episode star a brand new sidekick to join Batman in his adventures for justice.
Well, what I mean by that is, I know it's, that's the point, but I do know that there are a couple episodes where it kind of goes, okay, this goes beyond tribute and it's just actually kind of stupid. But for the most part, I think it's pretty good about, balancing that goofiness.
Yeah. Though, it still amazes me that, years after the show's run, they actually went and made a freaking collaborative movie for Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah. Which, to be fair, isn't out of the ordinary. They have collabed a few times in the past, and it's brilliant that they used it with Brave and the Bold.
Oh yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. Again, I just think it's funny that considering this happened well after the Brave and the Bold ended its run, and I think they brought more or less the same cast out as well. Like they did bring back Hoss Delgado as Batman. Of course, you can't forget freaking John DiMaggio as Aquaman.
Yeah, I think, aside from a handful of replacements, it was pretty much all reprises.
Yeah, and I think unless he ever appeared in any of the other episode of the show, I think that's the one time where they brought in fucking Harvey Bullock.
Yeah, actually, that is the only time he's appeared in anything Brave and the Bold related.
Which is interesting to say the least, because it's Brave and the Bold inspired. I figured they would just mostly take their cues from that.
Yeah, that's something else. Okay, this is going to be interesting. There is a sniper at this door, so we're going to have to use a bit of a different method to try and get around him, because, we try to go the front way, he'll shoot us. We're going to have to find a better way through there.
For a moment, what I thought you were trying to do was literally trying to basically make a quick zip and, get hit and make him, startled and whatnot.
That's fine. Basically, we just gotta solid snake this.
Of course.
Of course. And actually, going back on Brave and the Bold for a second, I remember having this conversation with Steve, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, but I was watching this clip from Brave and the Bold where Joker was singing this song called Smile, and I thought it was pretty interesting.
To give James context, it's from the episode where he stole Batman's powers.
Right, the Emperor Joker. That's one of the few episodes I definitely I more or less, remember.
Yeah, but anyway, just
Ouch.
saying, I used to think that Jeff Bennett's Joker voice was weird, but then after listening back to it, when I heard the song, it's like, oh okay,
Harley.
yeah, it's...
Oh.
Her?
Yeah. Apparently, someone stole the cure back from her before we can get to her.
What do you want, B-Man? Come to stick the knife in some more? Well, go on then. I don't care. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not even gonna tell you about the crap Joker took from Freeze locked up in the boiler room.
That's nice to know.
What are you?
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just that. But, sorry, I keep going back to this, but, I used to think Jeff Bennett's Joker voice in that show was a little weird, like I said, but after hearing it in the song, more depthly, it actually makes sense, because, it's like a homage to, Frank Welker's Joker from the 60s?
Yeah, the 60s. Yeah, I remember he voiced him a few times. Honestly, I just think it's a voice that honestly fits, Silver Age Joker pretty much to a T.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice, I gotta admit. I give credit where it's due, and I just can't unhear Johnny Bravo when I hear the singing. Yeah.
Well, same actor.
I know, still.
I mean, if there's one thing I'll always remember about that episode more than anything, I mean, consider it a, request from the executives, but, imagine if Harley Quinn was made around that time.
Yeah, they made her into like a 20s black and white, I think they're called flappers, but it's the girl with like the poofy accessories.
Flap this.
Yeah, they are flappers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was an interesting twist.
Okay, the snipers are taken care of. Now to take care of the guys on the ground. Logan, what do you have to say about the brave and the bold?
Never saw much of it.
Me neither.
And that's about my opinion on it, unfortunately. We should watch it, same with the Spider-Man show still some more.
We really should.
We should change that sooner or later, because again, they do have some really, legitimately great episodes for Brave and the Bold. Like, I mean, I think we've all heard from Hell and Back that one of the better episodes was, like, Chill of the Night.
There's that, Emperor Joker, Enter the Batmite, trying to think of, like, any other pretty good ones
the one
that
where,
like.
I forgot the name of the episode, but the one where Aquaman goes on vacation with his family.
Oh yeah, that one's a really fun one, too.
What's
And
the
the Blue
episode
Beetle
with the
ones are
Music Meister?
Mayhem the Music Meister.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
An episode where the music was so good, they literally made an entire soundtrack based on it.
Oh yeah, well, it makes sense.
Oh, hello. How cute. Put up your dukes.
I took care of those snipers for a reason. It is unfair. You need a balance patch.
I mean, honestly, talk about shit shots. I'm surprised they didn't pull the trigger just the immediate, like the moment you hopped right in.
There's her outfit from Asylum, and what's this thing on the bottom?
What? Huh?
I'm not gonna dwell on that. I'm already having nightmares.
Do they ever address this ever in the franchise?
They do continue that whole subtle plot point in the DLC.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that later. Right now, we're gonna get back to Joker, which... Well, that's weird. I thought he looked better from that footage he was showing earlier.
Yeah, like... Are you okay, man?
Manners cost nothing, Batman.
Yeah.
These wouldn't go amiss. I mean, if you wanted to be cured so badly, you only...
There he is. There's the better-looking Joker. Well, better, in quotes.
Some respect.
I mean, what the hell is up with that optical illusion?
You can teach me.
Yeah, it must be some kind of, like, weird, like, storytelling.
Always something to learn. Let's start with
Yeah, he's...
getting your ass kicked.
You know, Joker's certainly pretty brazen now that he's taking that cure.
I feel fit as a fiddle, Batsy. Come on, give me a good old 1-2.
Turn that off! We don't like spoilers.
He doesn't have a skeleton.
No, he doesn't. Keep that in mind for later. Dude. Come on, let me do a take. Whoop!
Oh, wow, I mean, that's impressive.
I will still say though, like, again, like, props to the developers for keeping this attention to detail.
Hang on. Did I say me?
Yes.
Me and these guys.
Because we can't go 1 fucking minute without a mook rush.
It's the Thomas Patrol.
Oh no, not the Thomas Patrol.
Speaking of Thomas Patrol, thoughts on that Thomas the Tank Engine Ninjaloid that was announced?
I mean, it's
No opinion.
sounds pretty. I mean, it sounds pretty minimalistic because it's just a single. Like, it's not really gonna move all that much. I mean, but I mean, it's. Oh jeez. But I mean, like, props to them for, like, I'm happy. Oh crap, Hammer's back.
Yeah,
Hey, you can still spin him around like a bandicoot.
And yeah, be careful. Like, as you notice on the ground, there'll be a bunch of, like, carts that'll be driving around here. They're indicated by the arrows popping. Thankfully, they can hit the enemies, too, if you can lure them there.
I assume we still have to beat up all of them, though?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so it's not just the Joker you gotta worry about.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you have to clear the entire room.
Maybe this is just an issue with the art style in itself, but Joker kind of blends in with the rest of these guys.
I'd say that's probably just the lighting. Oh,
That's true.
boy.
Oh, god damn it, they even brought in a freaking Titan.
Yeah, but like I said, this is the only other time you have to deal with them in the main game.
Oh, that's a relief.
Now, I want to ride my bicycle, I want to ride my bike.
Oh no.
I want to ride its biceps and swipe you all the heck.
Do.
Also, don't mind this in the chat.
No worries. Actually, I did want to go back to a question I was wanting to ask Seely. So aside from the animated series and to a slight extent the Harley Quinn show, have there been like any other like versions of Batman you wouldn't mind giving a chance if you've given the opportunity to?
I'm not really sure where to start.
Well, I will say, like, since you've been watching a lot of like the animated series and beyond, you could eventually go to Justice League.
Oh yeah, Justice League. I forgot about that.
I was actually about to mention, yeah, Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League is pretty
I mean,
good.
it essentially is, for all intents and purposes, a sequel series to the animated series.
I think they did a really nice job of stepping things up, and honestly, even with as many characters as they have to balance with that show, I think they do as good of a job as they can to give them all equal like time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Like, particularly in the first 3 seasons.
But
I mean,
I
the
think
only
it was
real
first 3.
the only real downside to it all is that there is also that matter that your mileage will vary on which heroes you'll love or hate, and well, you're gonna have to occasionally deal with the episodes where they do focus on them.
I mean, but for the most part, I want to say Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are like almost in every episode because they are like the 3 main leading parties of the Justice League.
Not really. There's a handful of episodes where one isn't in it.
Huh.
I mean, I would say, from what I remember, like they definitely give a lot of love to Flash and Green Lantern.
Oh boy.
And now for Batman to become a sitting back duck.
A bad pancake, if you will.
Oh, I forgot to bring the butter!
And you always forget these things.
Oh well, I guess I'll have to make some myself!
I think I'll carve him into a delicious slice of cake.
How about a joke?
How about a trade?
Huh?
Oh?
Let him go.
Well, that's right, Talia's here.
Take me
Talia.
Hey, Talia.
Why
Oh
take
yeah, I
me?
forgot about Talia.
The jokes around here.
Funny considering you guys weren't here when we met up with Talia.
great.
Yeah, basically, we came across her while we were seeing Raish to get a bit of the cure that we need.
Well, bully for you.
Free Batman, and we will give you the secret of immortality.
Pardon.
Huh?
Don't do it, Talia. He'll be unstoppable.
What? You mean she's telling the truth?
Yeah, this is weird. Why is she, like, I understand, like, she's disappointed with Batman not taking the offer that Raish had. Why would she give it to Joker, of all people?
Pay close attention, you might find out.
Oh, shut up.
Don't kick him in the face.
My Batjaw.
Right in the belfry.
Yeah.
We offered you this chance, Batman. Now follow your heart.
Dude.
Oh, hey! I recognize that beeping thingy.
Oh yeah, it's the tracker we put on the ninja. But, yeah. So, meanwhile, back at our Hy-Vee's hideout, somehow.
4 hours later.
Yeah, so last time we saw Selina, she basically is having a pretty bad headache.
She got all tied up.
You should have watered them.
I mean, it's not like I was sitting here for like... Oh, not sitting here. Hanging here for like several hours. I'm pretty sure all the blood is rushing to my head now.
I still love that all this conflict literally like started from a typical homeowner's disagreement of like, 2 weeks into your neighbor's vacation, you're like, oh shit, I said I would water his plants, and you like run to the next door, and that's literally what has started this conflict we're watching.
I'm curious as to what exactly, because, like, keep in mind, because the last time we saw them was, like, as far as, like, the connection with the game, it would have been hours since we saw them like that. What do you think they would have been up to during that duration?
Charades?
I spy with my little eye something that's green. Boy, Ivy, we've been over this.
Arguing like sissies.
Sis, I'm sorry. Now you're making me think, like, at least, like, at one point she accidentally let go and she fell to the floor, and the first thing they did for a fight was just
Okay,
slapped and hoped for the best.
Are you implying they were ham boning?
I mean, it is one of the most like, surefire dance battle ways.
Go, Pat!
It is proven to be capable of tackling monsters. I don't know. Anyway.
Sorry.
Ham boning will save your life
So,
someday.
I mean, okay, first I'm going to say, I'm glad that you are at least now showing off Catwoman exploration gameplay, because it's mostly been just skipping to the events themselves, so who do you prefer moving around the world as?
I'll be honest, like, I appreciate Selena's, like, I appreciate how they handle Selena. I still kind of prefer Bruce at the end of the day, because she's a much limited character in terms of, like, how she maneuvers and whatnot.
right in the nuts.
Okay.
It's kind of also it's also a straight matter of grappling hook versus whip, which will win.
Fair.
Yeah, but yeah, just to give a bit of context, so Ivy has agreed to help us break into Strange's vault, partly because one of the plants that Selena neglected, for some reason, Strange took the other plant and is in that vault, and she's pretty much saying like, okay, I'll help you break into the vault, but you have to get my baby back.
Okay.
Nice work.
Celia,
Kind of random, but I'll take it.
do you have in any particular, like, I guess, priority, do you have a favorite Catwoman?
Okay. There's the vault. Looks like a standard 3.
Probably the original Catwoman from the original animated series.
Really? You think
Yeah, she was pretty good.
by now?
Oh yeah, she
I
was
think you
good.
might- I know you mean the Batman animated series, but I was about to say you might want to choose your words a little more carefully.
Yeah,
considering there's
yeah, I
been other
meant
animated
the
adaptations before
Original,
animated
as
series.
in the early 90s.
Oh,
There you go.
That's fine.
sorry.
What about you, Jordan? Do you have a favorite favorite Catwoman?
I definitely like the one from the animated series. Is there another one that I really like? I know I like
What are
this
your
one.
thoughts on how she is? Okay, I was about to ask you what your thoughts were on this version of her.
Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt. I don't think I've seen too many interpretations in depth for or in full for Selena. Like, I've definitely seen this one. I've seen the one from the '60s show or movie.
Which one? There's technically 3 actors.
Okay, it was the one with the Russian accent. Miss Kit
But,
Kat.
oh, okay. You mean Eartha Kitt?
No, not Eartha Kitt. The other one.
Okay, but anyway, I think one version that I think you might get a kick out of is the one from Batman Returns. Like, that one's a very interesting take on her.
That one's a fucking psycho.
A psycho, but in the most entertaining way.
I'll have to take a look.
Okay, so basically we pretty much had to pickpocket a couple of keys from the guards so we can access this terminal, so we can open up the gate. However, there's going to be a bit of a complication. Once we open up this gate, it's going to alert the guards, and they're going to be going after us, so we pretty much have to take care of them.
Sorry about that.
Take them out before...
Oh, you're fine.
Excuse me?
She had to be RB.
Okay. So yeah, basically we're pretty much
still
going to
here.
have to take out the guards. That's fine. Basically, now we're just going to have to take out the guards before we can get into the vault. And not going to mince words, during regular combat, she's fine. I honestly feel like the more limited nature of her definitely shows when you do these Predator sections.
Gotcha.
Which is ironic considering she's, Catwoman. You think she would have be a little more used to this kind of stuff compared to Batman?
No, she's effective. It's just a matter of, like, I guess it's just a matter of me being spoiled with the larger, like, amount of gadgets on display when I play as Batman.
Fair enough.
True.
It's just a matter of you'd think Catwoman would have a little more to compensate.
Yeah, like, it definitely is more challenging, I'll say that much. I forgot if I asked you, Logan, do you have a favorite incarnation of Catwoman?
I mean, the one from the TV show probably had one. The one from the Bruce Timm show probably had one of the better personalities. I liked the design and the. I like the design and the look of the gear of the one from the Nolan trilogy. I just wish they I just kind of am bummed they utilized her so late.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that.
Like I feel like at the same time though you run the risk of being Spider-Man 3, and no one wants to be Spider-Man 3. Not even Spider-Man 3 that's coming out soon. But I almost wonder if it would have worked out better had they introduced her in the second movie and then had more happen in the third movie.
Not entirely certain. Oh, I just realized another version of her that I think is underappreciated. The one from The Batman.
Oh yeah, I like her.
That one I'm not at all familiar with.
Basically, she's not too different from how she is. It's definitely the one that kind of originated the more modern look you see for her, with like the CAD-shaped goggles and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
She's got fast
I think-
legs.
Those were her hands, son.
Oh, sorry.
A real cat
That's
scratcher,
fine.
that Catwoman.
Oh, also, real quick, they're actually about to launch Protocol 10 while we're in the middle of dealing with these crooks.
Oh shit.
And they're going to be starting off at the steel mill, which where Batman and Joker are at.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. So yeah, we better take care of these guys quick.
So, yeah. Guess now we know what Protocol 10 is.
Yep, basically, and we're going to be seeing it more detail in the next part, but basically Protocol 10 is basically, okay, all the scum are trapped in the city, let's nuke them.
Pretty much. It's a literal genocide.
Okay, just gotta get rid of this last guard.
And for those wondering how, Hugo Strange is able to get away with all that, a lot of very clever pencil pushing and convincing the officials that it's pretty much a by all means necessary sort of thing.
This kitten's got the cream.
Okay, there's the gold that we're looking for. Oh, and Ivy's plant.
Yeah.
We should probably take care of this real quick before we forget.
It's a lot.
Try and tie me up in
A
your
lot less
pants?
murdery than the other ones.
Like hell.
Dude. Wasn't that really catty?
Wow.
She probably felt that, didn't she?
Now, that basically what happens is that, like, I don't show it off, but you can talk to Ivy once you're through this. She basically just says, oh, the guard smashed it up while I was trying to rescue it.
You think she'd buy it?
About as well as you would expect her to. Well, actually, she does, but she still is upset about Selena for basically making it happen.
Right, it's like
Well-
in the sense of like, oh, how could you be so careless or something?
Yeah, essentially.
But I'm assuming she
Well,
probably
not
did.
my problem. I got what I needed.
Pretty much. That's all it works. At the same, but now with what's going on here, like I'm assuming, are we almost at the end of this, or do we still have to fight our way out of this place now?
This fight right here is pretty much the last thing we're going to be doing in this chapter of Catwoman.
Okay. But
We do have one more after this, but it's technically a post-game adventure.
well. Well, I mean, I'm glad that they have like this post-game content and some things to kind of expand upon and build up for. Night is next again.
No, technically, in terms of chronological order, Night is next. In terms of release, Origins came first.
All right,
Yeah.
guess I gotta get ready for that then.
No pressure.
If you want, I'd be more than happy to coach you on it.
That should be okay. Assuming it just plays like a normal beat 'em up.
I assume the game's. Is the game currently going on sale because of that lunar sale, or?
I think I already bought it, but I guess I should ask. With your advice moving forward. with this-
Actually, I just realized. Hold that thought. We got an interesting scenario here.
You can
Yeah,
do it.
we could very easily leave with the gold and pretty much leave Arkham forever, but that will leave Batman pretty much left for dead.
Save Batman.
Do we actually have a moral choice here?
Yes, and you know Selena, she looks out for number one.
So you're gonna show what happens if we just bail?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but actually being real here now. When I do Arkham Origins, should I do a New Game Plus run for that?
I would say you could if you want to, but just as a heads up, out of the 3 games, the new Game Plus in Origins is notably harder than it is in City.
If you were going to do it, I would only say do it for the sake of showing off the Adam West costume.
Oh, that's right, because I do know people would want us to show that.
And so, with that said, we left the Bat for dead, and Gotham was more or less left in ruin.
All because, yeah, pretty much all of Gotham is in tatters. The Bat family are pretty much on the brink of dying. But hey, at least Selena gets to retire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she'll go somewhere maybe she'll go to a nice big beach with a nice big drink and a cat with nice big jewels.
Totally unsatisfying ending, Batman.
And she'll wear a nice snug bikini while she's on that beach.
Oh yeah, how's the Joker doing?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm dead deep inside.
Well, she's about to. That's weird. Why would she be
Wow.
saying Joker's one? I'm pretty sure it was Hugo Strange that did all this. I'm sure someone will take care of it, but actually, you know what? Yeah, Logan's right. That's not a very good ending. How about we change that up a bit?
I was gonna say, is that considered a bad ending?
Yep.
It's so bad that the game's like, yeah, no, you try that again.
Yeah.
That's just what... This is exactly like the fucking Rayman 2 bad ending if you choose the gold over, the elixir of life.
Yeah.
Where they do tease it, but it doesn't automatically mean game over. You can it just warps you straight back to that decision making and follow the plot and whatnot.
But I did want to show it off because I did think it was funny. Well,
Which is
funny
fair.
in that, like that first reaction with Catwoman. The stuff with Barbara was a little bit messed up, but,
Yeah, it's par for the course for Batman. At least this universe, anyway. So,
Yeah.
Steve.
Wait, don't. Wait.
Why?
Selena. She's thinking it over. She's starting to have a change of heart.
Yeah, screw it. I could, but god damn it, I just can't stop thinking about him.
I found it funny that you addressed Steve by his real name just because of how desperate you were.
Since when did you grow a conscience?
I'll come back for these later.
I don't think she does, actually. At least I don't remember her doing it.
Hold on, hands.
Well, then what the hell happened? Then what the hell's the point of her post game?
Well, the point of her post game was that, it's mentioned that, a lot of the gear. Well, what happens is that, pretty much as she's about to leave, she finds out that Two-Face pretty much stole her gear and is pretty much split it up between his mooks, and that's pretty much the majority of what happens in her post game. But we will find that out a couple of parts from now. But join us next time where we pretty much get to Batman, rescue him, and put a stop to this whole Protocol 10 nonsense.
Oh boy, stay tuned, folks, because it's going to be a hell of a ride.
Bye.
Woohoo.